We're shooting for earlobe, over the shoulder, over the hip, over the heel, with the knees soft, your pelvis tucked, and you want these muscles tight. Then what's happening is you're lifting through here, and if you think about your traps, instead of them rising up like this, you want them to come down, and then you want your chicken bones to come in and down toward your sacrum. So your chin will, as a result, be elevated, and you won't be turtling like this. You'll be up in a nice erect posture, holding yourself up through the core muscles and through this really solid stance. You're right-handed. Okay, let's start with your left hand. I like to start with the weaker hand to give you a false sense of dismay. We'll start first with the overhand rotation, just 10 repetitions. Either hold your poi or not hold your poi. If you hold your poi, you might fatigue faster. You're going to start first by raising the arm up, and then you could think about this as doing a turn with 4 positions. So the first position, you're coming to here, imagining your right arm back there. And what's happening is your hip is opening, and your hip has powered your hand to come down. And your palm is pointing to the right side. So whichever hand is the back hand, the palms are pointing that way. Then you're going to come down to the bottom, and you're back to neutral. So you've done a half of rotation. Then the other half of rotation, your palm opens to the left because your left arm goes back, and your hip goes back, and then you come back up. Now, if I were to just do this at speed, I'm going overhand, not underhand. So it's like you're throwing a baseball, like you're throwing it over the top. So my palm is on this side, still on this side, still in toward my body. Now, as I come back, my palm is that way. So it's on the back side, it's that way. On the front side, it's that way. On the back side, it's that way. On the front side, it's that way. In, like you're holding a ball. In, yes, in. And then when it's back behind you, your palm is facing out. And open your hip, yes. And I do want to distinguish this for you so that you can notice. This is me doing it with my shoulder. This is me doing it with the hip also. We're coming over the top and down. And over the top 2, and down and back. And over the top. And notice how much, do you see how much I'm actually swiveling in my waist to support this? Yes. Over the top. And 6. And 7. And 8. 9. And 10. Now, that probably seems like I'm not even doing anything. That's going to support this motion here. And if you look at the motion, you'll notice I have a straight line from my shoulder to the tip of the poi. That is being supported through this motion. In order to do the motion with the poi and maintain enough momentum, you actually have to spin faster. Allow your hip to open as it goes past the 6 o'clock point. And that'll take a moment to get used to. And keep looking straight ahead, because you don't want to be looking, although I'm looking at you to see what you're doing, I would want to execute it like this. The other arm. So we'll just start with the basic. We'll go slowly around. We'll go overhand. So now I'm using the right arm. You're coming down from the top, right? You have the ball here, and then you open it. So drop the ball and come over the top. Down, and open the arm, and then come back in. So it'll look like this. It's on, if you imagine you're standing on a railroad track, it's following the track the whole entire time. And you still are looking forward. If at any point in time you feel any tightness or tweaking, just stop and slow down. Obviously, I mean, well, maybe not obviously, but this is not necessarily something you want to power through. And that's why I'm having you do it without the poi first.